Come on, Penny. Why don't you kids go ahead and chat? We're gonna make out back here.
There was an idiom in that previous clip. I hope that you heard it. These videos are all about idiomatic phrases. Hello, my name is Dakota, and if you've ever walked out of an English class thinking, hey, I'm beginning to really understand English, only to be totally frustrated when you sat down and watched an American movie. You may have understood most of the words being spoken, but you couldn't understand the meaning. Having a clear understanding of English is so important, whether it's being used in school, social situations, or in your professional life. English has become the common world language, and regardless of why you're trying to learn it, it is essential that you understand the true meaning of what is being said. To do so, you must understand idioms and phrasal verbs. This is why I'm making these videos. So sit back and relax, and let's learn about idioms and phrasal verbs.
Let's take a look at our first phrase. The name of this phrase is make out. The meaning of this phrase is a phrase used to refer to kissing. An example of this phrase is, hey, when I said that I wanted to make out, this isn't what I had in mind. The cat is saying that when he asked his girlfriend to make out, he thought they would be using their lips to kiss one another. And just to summarize, make out means to kiss or hold a person in a sexual way. Excellent. Now let's take a look at some video clips that provide examples of this phrase.
You're surprised? Your psychic didn't tell you I was going to be a jerk?
Bite me.
Come on, Penny. Why don't you kids go ahead and chat? We're gonna make out back here.
Here, while Leonard and Penny are talking in the front seat of the car, Howard interrupts them and says that he and Bernadette are going to be making out in the back seat. Howard is saying that while Leonard and Penny are talking in the front seat, he and Bernadette would be kissing in the back seat.
Yeah, I was just in there. He came in, he introduced himself, and then next thing I know, we're making out, you know.
Phoebe, I mean, you do know he's married.
No.
Phoebe.
What am I supposed to do? Ask every guy I make out with if he's married?
Here, Phoebe talks about meeting a famous celebrity, Ralph Lauren, in the copy room and making out with him. Phoebe is telling Rachel that she started kissing Ralph Lauren soon after meeting him in the copy room.
Want to get a little crazy?
What are you thinking?
Let's slide over to Sheldon's spot and make out.
You are a dirty girl.
Oh God, how did he know?
Here, Penny is talking with her boyfriend, Leonard. In a joking way, Penny suggests sliding over to where their friend, Sheldon, normally sits and make out. This is funny because they know that if they do this, Sheldon would be very angry. Penny is suggesting that they sit in Sheldon's spot and start kissing. Great! Now let's look at our second phrase. The name of this phrase is out of the question. The meaning of this phrase is something that is completely impossible or unacceptable. An example of this phrase is, what? After I finish walking over there, you want me to start running? That's out of the question. The little boy is saying that it is impossible for him to start running the same day that he is learning to walk. And just to summarize, out of the question refers to an event that cannot possibly happen. Now let's look at some video clips that provide examples of this phrase.
Honey, do you want some coffee?
No, I don't drink coffee.
Oh, come on, but if you don't stay awake, we'll never finish in time.
I'm sorry, coffee's out of the question. When I moved to California, I promised my mother that I wouldn't start doing drugs.
Here, Penny is talking to Sheldon about the need to stay awake and continue working. She suggests that Sheldon drink some coffee. Sheldon says, "No, it's out of the question," because he promised his mother that after moving to California, he wouldn't do drugs. Sheldon is saying that there's no way that he will agree to drink coffee because it would violate the promise that he made to his mother.
I'm sorry, but you will have to leave.
You and I are gonna move my father to another room. Now, can you disconnect those tubes so we can move the bed out?
That's out of the question.
You know my father.
Here, Michael, a mafia boss, is telling the nurse that they must move his father out of the room that he is in. The nurse says that this is out of the question. The nurse is saying that there's no ways that she can allow Michael to move his father out of the room.
Well, I propose to sell those ponies back to you that my father bought.
Oh, that I fear is out of the question. I will see that they're shipped to you at my earliest convenience.
Well, we don't want the ponies now. We don't need them.
Well, that hardly concerns me. Your father bought the ponies and paid for them.
Here, Maddie is talking with a man that her family had purchased horses from. After her father had been killed, Maddie tells the man that she would like to cancel the purchase of the horses because of her father's death. The man says that canceling the sale is out of the question. The man is saying that there's no way that he will allow her to cancel the sale of the horses. Fantastic. Let's continue on with our third phrase. The name of this phrase is, walk on the wild side. The meaning of this phrase is, to take risks or live dangerously. An example of this phrase is, that's Elisa, singing in the band. She's a girl that likes to walk on the wild side. The person is saying that Elisa enjoys taking risks in her life. And just to summarize, walk on the wild side means to participate in adventurous, risky, or morally questionable behavior. Now let's look at some video clips that provide examples of this phrase.
I mean, this place is off limits.
Just blame it on me. Say it was all my idea.
It is all your idea.
Besides, no one's gonna recognize us. Come on, girls. What do you say? Let's take a walk on the wild side.
Here, Princess Bala wants to mingle with ordinary ants and have some fun. Though members of royalty rarely mix with common ants, Bala wants to dare to have some fun. She tells her assistants, "Let's walk on the wild side." Bala is saying that she wants to take some risks and do something members of royalty rarely do.
But I also know what happens when you burn a candle at both ends.
How would you know that? Did you take a candle making class at the Learning Annex?
Hey, I have done my share of walking on the wild side.
The wild side?
Here, Alan tells Charlie that although he is a conservative person, he has done his share of walking on the wild side. Alan is saying that in his life, he has done some wild and risky things. So we've now finished 3 phrases. What do you think? Are you enjoying these videos? We have more of these free videos online and we're working hard to add more each week. It takes a lot of time to create this content and we could really use your help. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. By subscribing to our channel, you will be able to receive notifications whenever we upload a new video to YouTube. We really need your help. Great work! We're now going to discuss our 4th phrase. The name of this phrase is, light of my life. The meaning of this phrase is, a person that someone loves the most, that makes them happy. An example of this phrase is, I love my little boy. He is the light of my life. The woman is saying that her son is the person that she loves the most, and the person that makes her the happiest. And just to summarize, light of my life means the person that someone loves more than anyone else. Now let's look at some video clips that provide examples of this phrase.
Berta, aren't you going to introduce us?
Oh, I'm sorry. Where are my manners? Charlie, Alan, I'd like you to meet my youngest daughter, Naomi, the light of my life. A little angel who swooped down from heaven and...
Here, Berta, the housekeeper, is introducing her daughter, Naomi, to Alan and Charlie. She says that Naomi is the light of her life. Berta is saying that Naomi is the daughter that she loves the most, who makes her feel very happy.
She plays patty cake.
No, not my Jessica. Not patty cake. This is impossible. I don't believe it. It can't be. It just can't be. Jessica's my wife. It's absolutely impossible. Jessica's the light of my life. The apple of my eye.
Here, Roger Rabbit is hearing some bad news about Jessica, a woman that he feels is the light of his life. Roger Rabbit is saying that he loves Jessica and that she makes him feel very happy.
Bunny. Excuse me? Bunny Lebowski. She is the light of my life. Are you surprised at my tears, sir?
Here, the dude is talking with an old man that has the same last name as him, Mr. Lebowski. Mr. Lebowski is thinking about Bunny Lebowski, a young woman that he considers to be the light of his life. Mr. Lebowski is saying that he loves Bunny more than anyone else in his life. That's terrific. We're now going to look at our fifth phrase. The name of this phrase is fooling around. The meaning of this phrase is to engage in sexual activity casually. An example of this phrase is, Robert, people are telling me that you are fooling around with one of the secretaries from your office. I want to check your phone right now. The woman is saying that she thinks her husband is sexually involved with one of the secretaries at his office. And just to summarize, fooling around means to have a sexual relationship with someone. Excellent. Now let's look at some video clips for more examples of this phrase.
Oh my God! Did you get to see anything good?
Let me ask you something. At your school, was there a place on campus where students went to fool around?
Yeah, there was. They were in the corner of the library where all these dusty books were that...
Here, Ross is asking Rachel if she knows of a place where students go to fool around. Ross is asking Rachel if there was a place where students would go to have some kind of sexual activity.
Oh. Want to get drunk and fool around?
Oh, yeah.
Here, Officer Brody and his wife, Ellen, are relaxing at home after a stressful day. Ellen jokingly suggests getting drunk and fooling around. Ellen loves her husband and is suggesting drinking some alcohol and engaging in some kind of sexual activity.
Well, you're not mad?
Why would I be mad?
Well, because, there are certain rules about this kind of stuff. You don't fool around with your friends' ex-girlfriends or possible girlfriends or girls they're related to.
Here, Ross is talking to Chandler about how he has started dating one of Chandler's ex-girlfriends. Ross is surprised when Chandler is not upset because he says that he has violated an unwritten rule about fooling around with a friend's ex-girlfriend. Ross is talking about how he has violated a rule about having sexual activity with a good friend's ex-girlfriend. All of us here at TD English hope that you're enjoying these videos, but we need your help. The YouTube algorithm doesn't really support us because we are a young channel. If you enjoyed these videos, please spread the word by copying the link to this video to Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, or any other form of social media that you use. We need our community of English learners to work together to allow us to produce more of this content. We also want to thank all of you for subscribing and helping us. It is greatly appreciated. You're doing great. Let's look at our sixth phrase. The name of this phrase is suck up to. The meaning of this phrase is to say or do a lot of nice things in order for someone to like you or to get what you want. An example of this phrase is, look at all those people trying to suck up to Brenda. They are all giving her different kinds of compliments because they want the new managerial position that is available. The person is saying that all the people are saying nice things to Brenda because they want her to give them a promotion at their job. And just to summarize, suck up to means to try to make someone in authority approve of you by doing and saying things that will please them. Great! Now let's look at some video clips for examples of this phrase.
She said she didn't have any good pictures of us.
Wait a minute. When did you talk to Mom?
She called me.
You've been sucking up to her behind my back, haven't you?
Charlie, you have no idea how insane that sounds.
Here, Charlie finds out that Alan has been talking to their mother and trying to gain her support by sucking up to her. Charlie is saying that Alan has been saying nice things to her mother, even though he honestly doesn't believe in these things, in an attempt to get her support.
I told you not to go down there.
He made Rachel cry.
Rachel always cries. That's not true. You go down there and you suck up to him. I mean, you suck like you've never sucked before.
Here, Joey has an argument with the landlord because the landlord had made Rachel cry. After Joey talks to the landlord says that he will evict Rachel and Monica from the apartment. When Monica hears about this, she tells Joey to go back to the landlord and suck up to him. Monica is saying that she wants Joey to go back and talk to the landlord and be very nice to him, in hopes that he will not evict Rachel and Monica.
Well, no, not yet. He's calling everyone on her side of the family, hoping that someone will help him get in touch with her.
I don't care if I said some other girl's name, you prissy old twit.
Ross, way to suck up to the family.
Here, Ross is trying to find his new wife, Emily. Emily is hiding from Ross. Ross calls Emily's family, but they begin to argue because they think Ross did something very bad. Ross gets angry with the family. Joey thinks this is foolish and sarcastically says, "Way to suck up to the family." Joey is being sarcastic because he thinks that Ross should try to be saying nice things to the family, instead of arguing with them. Okay, we've come to our last phrase. The name of this phrase is, reach out to. The meaning of this phrase is to make an effort to communicate with people or to give them your support. An example of this phrase is, our church frequently has meetings to organize ways to reach out to people that are struggling in life. The person is saying that their church frequently works to contact people that are in need and devise ways to assist them. And just to summarize, reach out to means to help or support someone in a community. Great! Now let's look at some video clips for examples of this phrase.
my happiness is fading.
You're experiencing spiritual emptiness because your power has isolated you from other human beings.
What do you mean isolated? Hated.
Well, maybe you could reach out to the community and help other people.
Here, Homer is talking to his daughter, Lisa, about feeling unhappy in his life. Lisa suggests to her father that he should reach out to the community and help other people. Lisa is suggesting that Homer make an effort to make contact with other people in the community and help them.
Well, hopefully it all blows over. It won't, Brian. You don't know the marionettes. What I need to do is reach out to them, extend an olive branch. What are you thinking?
Here, Stewie is talking to Brian about his problem with the marionettes. He says that they are attacking him. He thinks that he needs to reach out to them. Stewie is saying that he needs to try to contact the marionettes and try to make peace with them.
Everything you wanted to know in this little box. Why did you end up like this? Unseen, unable to reach out to anyone. You want the answers so badly.
Here, Pitch is talking with Jack Frost about his fears. Pitch says that Jack wonders why he has become who he is, and why he can't reach out to anyone. Pitch is saying that Jack is curious why he cannot make contact with anyone in the outside world and talk with them.
All right, now remember, the Tea Party is a grassroots movement. We're not covered by the lamestream media, so we gotta reach out to the common man individually.
Right, common man.
Here, Peter is talking to his father-in-law about recruiting people into the Tea Party in hopes of eliminating the government. The older man wants Peter to reach out to the common man to join their group. The older man wants Peter to contact and encourage the common man to join their group. Congratulations, you've completed the video. I hope that you will now understand these phrases when you hear them in the future.